The Wisconsin Badgers started their series at Minnesota last weekend very well. In fact, their first period, maybe the best period you can play on the road. Simon Tassi and Rylan Mosley both scored. The Badgers were up 2-0. Minnesota rallied to tie it after 2, and then the Gophers prevailed 5-2. And then on Saturday, the Badgers held the Gophers scoreless through 50 minutes. Mariucci was quiet, but once again, Minnesota prevailed 4-1. So the Badgers in 5th place in the Big Ten, very much in the mix still for an NCAA tournament bid with a big series at home this weekend against Penn State. I'm Brian Posick, and head coach Mike Hastings coming up next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
The Badger Hockey Digest is presented by UW Health.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $319 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, Mike, I'm a half-glass full kind of guy for sure, and I tell you, go to Minnesota, that first period you played on Friday, if you could have bottled that for the next 5 periods, you would have been in pretty good shape.
Yep, too bad we couldn't, and we've got to look in the mirror and make sure that we own what we do or what we don't do, and so learned a valuable lesson. If you're going to go and play good hockey teams, whether it's at home or on the road, you've got to put together 60, 65 minutes, whatever it takes. And so we didn't get any points out of the weekend, and we've got to turn our focus to Penn State.
Yeah, you said some of it was just little details, why they, Gophers, were able to win those 2 third periods.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. Put together a good first period, and you knew Minnie would make a push, and a couple of their high-enders had really good nights, and that's on us as well as credit to them. And then Saturday night, I thought we did a pretty good job of making an adjustment, held that line off the scoreboard, right. But then, made a mistake on a penalty kill or as the penalty kill was expiring and didn't get a clear, and that gave them that one break, and they were able to extend that.
Yeah, and I know defensively you're holding that team scoreless for 50 minutes too, but you would like to have gotten your offense going a little bit more.
Yeah, we, over the last couple of weekends, I think we've gotten a little disconnected. Not a lot of support. It seems when our defensemen are grabbing pucks, they turn around. We've been a team when we're the best version of ourselves offensively, it's when we have options. And right now we've got to tighten that up and make sure that that's prepared this weekend for Penn State.
All right. Hockey is the longest season in college sports. It runs really from, you could go September to September if you'd like to. And oftentimes it gets to be a grind. And then when you add class on top of it, it's really a grind. So guys try to find ways to relax a little bit and get away from the sport and campus life. Let's take 2 minutes with defenseman Ben Dexheimer. Well, Ben, hockey is really a year-around sport.
Yep.
You come to school in June, you're taking summer classes, you're working out, you go all the way through, March into May, and then you take a little bit of time off, but then you're right back at it again. So, and now with school back in session,
Yep.
How do you get away from hockey 24/7? Can you do that?
Oh, yeah. We're at the rink in the morning now with our schedule, and then my roommates, I live with Horbach, Kukkonen, and Mosley, and Kooks has a little Nintendo Switch that we hooked up to the TV, so we'll play Mario Kart, or it gets really competitive. It's me and Mosley versus Horbach and Kooks, an ongoing series, and so I think that's one way, but then also just hang on the couch. We like to cook meals together and just kind of hang out.
All right, that's fun. Are you pretty good at video games?
I'm not a huge video game guy. Mario Kart's probably my game because I played with Kukkonen back at Caps with our billet kids, so That's probably the only game I can say I'm a little skilled at. Yeah.
You are with 3 of your former Madison Capital teammates. What's that like with Finley and with Horbach and with Kukkonen?
It's been awesome. I mean, Horbs I've been with since I got here, and he was my roommate freshman year, and having a familiar face has made the transition to college so easy. And then Finner the next year was great, and then Kooks coming in was awesome. I lived with him for a whole year in Madison, and then moving into our house that we live in now is just like old times. It's been great.
You're like brothers.
Brothers, exactly.
That's awesome.
I love it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Ben Dexheimer scored his first goal of the season Saturday night against Michigan a couple of weeks ago, and I know that felt good for you, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Get the monkey off the back a little bit.
Yeah, I know Coach Hastings has talked to you about shooting the puck more. Shooting as a defenseman and finding shooting lanes, that's easier said than done. Explain what you're trying to look for while you're walking the line.
Yeah, I think just seeing if we have a guy in front, and even if we don't, just funneling him there, because like they always say, any shot's a good shot and creates chaos. Even the one on Saturday, Kooks shot it from a pretty tough angle and somehow ended up going in the net. So it was, I think I just try to see if we have guys there, like I said, and then get them there as quick as I can.
And the best way to score goals is get to the net. And that's what you did, right?
Yep, exactly.
Keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you score the goal, there's 13,000 people there going crazy. What's that like as a student athlete when you do something to get the crowd up and out of their seats?
It's awesome. I mean, everyone coming back from Christmas break and getting excited for Badger sports again, and then to have a good weekend like that is so fun. And then scoring that goal, hearing everyone on their feet, it's pretty amazing. There's not many teams that can say that they have experiences like that in college hockey, so it's fun.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
You're home against Penn State this weekend. I will say one thing about last weekend. Mariucci was hopping, and that's what makes college hockey so much fun, whether it's there or what we saw in the Kohl Center against Michigan a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, and I'm hoping we can have that again this weekend. I thought the crowd made a difference in our series against Michigan. Now we've got to go out and do something to make sure that they're involved. So show up, we'll do our job, you do yours, and hopefully we can get some energy in that building.
Yeah, and Penn State had struggled out of the gates, and actually they lost their starting goaltender as well, Arseny Sergeyev, but he's back now, and they're playing well, only 2 losses in their last 8 Big Ten games. What are they doing well?
Playing offense and doing it with some depth. And then obviously when you can mix in a goaltender of his stature and him go back and get over that 90%. I just think they're a team that now are believing a little bit more just because they are getting that goaltending, and they went through a spot there where they weren't getting it, and that can erode at your confidence. But right now they're playing with a lot of confidence. You're going to see Fink. That line is going to come in and try and put their imprint on the weekend, and we've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Aiden Fink's a good one. He's got 19 goals. By the way, the Badgers took 5 of 6 points from Penn State and State College back in November. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
Sure, that's head coach Mike Hastings. Wisconsin and Penn State, Friday night face-off at 7, Saturday at 6. Both games on the Badgers Sports Network and the Varsity Network app. For Mike Hastings and Jay Williams, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,